a lot of people think that it takes only one person to do something, when a lot of the times it is a collective effort, because they want a simple look, but a lot of the times to make a natural, simple look, you actually need more people to make it authentic and like real life, right? Because I mean, that's your job, right? Is to make it look real and resonate with the viewer.
And there's only so much there's only so much that one person can do. Yeah. Also, no, I'm not saying that a one-man band is bad. I'm not at all. But I mean, you go into I don't know if this is a good analogy, but you go into a kitchen. You got the chef. You can be at a 5-star restaurant. You got the chef. Maybe he's in there, or she's in there. Maybe he or she isn't. But the chef's not working alone.
Yeah.
It takes a team. It takes a team to create
something.
And everything is better with a team. And it takes a leader. I think it takes somebody with a vision, and teaching people how to capture that vision.
So have you ever had? I run into this a lot. I know you're not really in the sales process anymore, but back then maybe. But have you ever run into a client that's like, yeah, can you just like send one person down to do this?
Well, listen, of course, we have that happen quite often. Well, why do you need this person? Why do you need this? Maybe why do you need that piece of equipment? Why do you need, in anything that we do, whether it's copywriting, whether it's graphic design, whether it's whatever it might be. It's like, and our answer to that is, from our experience, there's a great risk if we cut corners here.
Yeah.
And we don't want to sacrifice the chance at your success. And really, that's because it costs us money too to use more people. So, but we're also not going to cut corners.
And it's your reputation too.
That's right. We're never going to cut corners to achieve something, because more times than not, success will not happen. There's a really big risk of something going wrong.
But you're right, though. It is taking less and less people, when you think about it, to do tasks nowadays with the technology.
And that's fine. If it takes the amount of people that it takes, it takes the amount of equipment that it takes. But we should know we are the experts in this, and we should know and be honest with our clients about what it's going to take, and not be afraid to say, you know what, I'm going to pass on that, because what you're asking me to do could jeopardize your project. It might go well, but there's a chance it might not. And we always, one of our core values here is being ready for the curve, and we always want to be ready for the curve. I mean, I can give you an example. We were on a shoot. Our team was on a shoot in Toronto just a few weeks ago in Toronto, Canada, and we had the right amount of crew there. And the director of photography, for reasons I won't say, wasn't able to get onto the tarmac to shoot what he was supposed to shoot.
Okay.
But we had backup plans, and we had the right amount of people there, and it was no problem. Slide on in. This person can take care of that at this point. And so just imagine if that wasn't staffed correctly.
Yeah.
It would have been not good.
I talk a lot about being overprepared too.
Overprepared.
I mean, that you kind of like ingrain that into my brain.
Well, it makes everything more fun being overprepared.
Well, like even if it's just like a test at school or a meeting you're going into, like I'm always overprepared. I think because of you tell me that, and it's like you just feel more comfortable going into it.
Absolutely.
And I think for marketing executives watching this, it's like when you're hiring a video production company or an agency, you have to pay attention to those things. How prepared are they? Because there's always something that goes wrong on set.
Sure.
Me and you have been, way longer than me, but me and you have been on a lot of film sets. We know almost every single time there's something, even if it's just little, there's something that happens. Right. And there's something to say about a video production company that is overprepared, because when you are overprepared, you're comfortable, you're more comfortable, you're more confident. You can focus on the things that you need to focus on as a director or a director of photography. When you know and you have that belief that everything is in order, you can focus on what you need to focus on and execute the vision better.
I'd much rather have anybody that's working for me in anything that you take the proper amount of time to prepare, and I would pay them for that. I give an example. Like if somebody's going to come redo my front yard, okay, and turn it into a desert landscape from grass. If they just come in there and they go, oh yeah, we can do that. They just come in there and start tearing stuff up.
Yeah.
And doing it, it might go okay, but I'm going to be nervous the whole time. Yeah. Now, if they've prepared and they've come to me and they've shown me the plans and they said, this is how it's going to work and here's the steps, here's how many days it's going to take, here's when we'll be done, here's the watering plan, whatever. If they give me all that, I'm completely relaxed, which is why in our business and what we do is we make sure our clients know how long something's going to take. We give them a realistic deadline. If it's a shoot, we give them everything, all the info beforehand that they would need, all the way down to what time lunch is, where are the bathrooms, every single last detail, so they can just relax. And I feel like you're talking to executives or anybody that might be hiring a production company, if they're not getting that, then boy, they're getting underserved.
Yeah, absolutely. There's something to say about a video production company that comes to you and says, look, like this is our schedule. And I've even had feedback to where people are like, wow, like I was not expecting this much to go into it. And it's like, yeah, like that's another part of like impressing them too, right. Is like saying, yeah, we have this in order. We know where everyone's going to be at what time,
Yep.
Down to the T, right? Because if you just go on set and you wing it, that just opens up the possibilities for more things to go wrong, and that's just doing a disservice to the client.
They need to know what you're doing, when you're going to be doing it, why you're doing it, how long you're going to be doing it, all that stuff. I always talk about my life and how I hire people, and I gave the landscaping example, but just imagine you're putting a pool in, okay, and they know how to make a pool or put a pool in. But if you don't know when they're coming, you don't know when they're going, they're still there at 9:00 at night, drilling away or whatever it might be, or digging a hole. You don't know when it's going to be built. You don't know, you haven't collaborated with them to pick out the right materials that you want or the design. Yeah. If all that is true, then I wouldn't pay for that.
Yeah.